Hey everyone. So I keep getting the question, what do I eat? How do I feel so good most of the time? Because my schedule is wacky. I work night shift, I work day shift, I'm up for 24 hours sometimes. And a lot of that has to do with what I consume on a daily basis and how I treat my body and how I rest. Well, I'm going to walk through what I'm eating tonight. I'm following kind of more of a ketogenic style of eating. I know that I can handle a little bit more carbohydrates because I've trialed keto a lot and my activity level, but most of the time people are below 25 net carbs. You keep your fats around 70% and your proteins like at 15%. Okay, so that's kind of the gist of that. Some people can typically have 50 grams of carbs or whatever, but usually carbs are about 5%. So let's go. So I have my green drink, which is this, because it has tons of antioxidants, it has probiotics in it, it has some phytonutrients in it, it has all sorts of awesome things in it that's going to help me feel the best. I also take this because prebiotics, probiotics, and fiber is super important. I like to have, it depends on where my carbohydrates are at, but I like to have kombucha. This one's cayenne, and it like burns my butt, right? It's so hot. Like, I'm not a real big spicy person, but this is fermented and it has a lot of probiotics in it. So some things that we don't get enough of is fermented vegetables, fermented foods. And so I like to stay on my kombucha, and it makes me feel good, and it tastes yummy. So that's something that I do. Depending on the time of month, so if I'm before my menstrual cycle or if I'm going through my menstrual cycle, branched chain amino acids really help me feel the best. It helps me keep my mood in check, and so I always use Optimum Nutrition. I like their BCA Train and Recovery because it also has some antioxidants in it, and it has vitamin C, it has electrolytes in it, rhodiola. I like to use that. I also like to use their BCA Pro. It has 8 grams of branched chain amino acids, whereas some of them only have like 5. But be aware, you can have too many branched chain amino acids, so keep it within reason. I like to do, 3 servings throughout the day, but I also train. So, and that is when I know that I'm having a low mood or I'm about to hit my cycle, when I'm having a hormonal shift. Something else I started recently that I absolutely love, and I won't go a day without it anymore, is Protandim. I mean, I'm such a big advocate of this now that I've contemplating wanting to sell it because just the way it makes me feel. I used to swell really bad working night shift. Like, I'd wake up with a huge bobblehead. And now when I take this once a day, I don't. It's supposed to help with oxidative stress, and being someone that has a really high stress lifestyle when it comes to working nights, working days, having a kid, doing fitness. A lot of people don't realize that not just physical or emotional stress is stressful, but what you do to your body, how you train. If I go to the gym and I'm doing too much, that's stressful. If I do too much of pretty much anything, that can be stressful, okay? So this has really been helpful. Now let's get to some of the food that I'm going to eat tonight. Usually I don't do a lot of dairy. It can make me break out, but here I've been kind of on a dairy kick, and I'm really big on lifestyle. So keeping your food fun and fresh and doing what you want to do for the most part. Now, if I start to notice that I'm having any type of GI discomfort, I'm going to, X that. But for the most part, I've been pretty good lately. A supplement that I take that has been night and day difference when it comes to my acne. I used to have really bad acne, is vitamin B5. Also, check with your doctor with anything that I'm talking to you about. This is from my personal experience and through clients and all that kind of stuff. But again, always check with your doctor because I'm not a doctor. But vitamin B5, I'll take 1,000 to 3,000 milligrams per day. I don't go a day without that one either. I tried to go a day without it, and I noticed acne right after missing a day or two of not taking vitamin B5. And how I titrate that is normally I take about 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams every day. But if I get closer to hormonal times, I'll up it to about 3,000 milligrams. And you can get that at Vitamin Shop. That's where I get mine. Also, I'll do a big bag. Something we don't get enough of is vegetables. And so that's why I drink my green drink. But at night, I don't try to get too creative. I pretty much eat the same type of things throughout the night. So it has to be something that I enjoy, that I like. And that's going to help me stick to my goals, right? Because you can have it all. So romaine lettuce. I also made this, like, can't really see it too well, but a little bit. Cucumber, onions, mozzarella cheese, tomatoes. I said onions, yeah. And then I will do a little bit of olive oil with some apple cider vinegar or balsamic vinegar with some garlic seasoning. And something else I'm really, really big fan of right now is smoked paprika. Holy majesus, it's amazing. I don't know where I've been my whole life, but it's really good. And I put it in there, shake it up. My daughter eats it up. And I will actually put that on top of my salad to add some variety. I cut up some peppers, but I could put that on my salad too. And I'm on this kick right now of olives with olive oil and seasoning with some, I think it was feta cheese. I haven't even opened these yet because I haven't made it myself, but I got it at Fresh Time yesterday. This is feta cheese, crumbles with Mediterranean herbs, and then goat cheese. So what I would do is I might put these with one of these and then put that on my salad tonight too, just to be a little bit of variety. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it lower carbohydrates. And then last but not least, since I have a lot of fat in my night, I did a little bit leaner turkey and some almonds and some sacha seeds or something. That's just because they're cheap and they're at Trader Joe's and they had a lot of ALA in them. So and that's it. That's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys found that helpful. Again, if you guys have any questions about any of the things that I do, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you out. And like what works for me personally might not work for you, but maybe I've gone through an experience with a client or through the education and the knowledge and the research that I've done that I might know how to direct you in the right direction to try different approaches. Okay, so keto lifestyle might not be for everyone. That is something that I've found by default because I've been the one that didn't really research it. I was naive to it and ignorant to it, and I was just like, hell no, you can't do that. You know, carbohydrates, low fat, because that's all I knew for contest prep. And then I tried it and I felt flippin' awesome. So I don't track. I'm not doing macros or anything like that. I'm just doing what makes me feel right. And I hope to help you find out what makes you feel right, because that's how we build a lifestyle that lasts forever. Have a great night.